In 1975, a single median salary could buy a 3-bedroom home, 2 cars, and a family vacation. Today, nearly 50% of Americans earning over $100,000 a year live paycheck to paycheck. We blame inflation, rent, and bad budgeting. But behind your bank balance lies a much darker reality. Your money isn't slipping away by accident. It is being extracted by a multi-trillion-dollar behavioral architecture designed to make you broke. To understand how the trap works, look at what happens inside your brain when you spend physical cash. In 2001, neuroscientists at MIT discovered that handing over paper money activates the insula, the exact brain region that registers physical pain. Cash created friction. Every dollar leaving your hand felt like a small wound. It forced you to pause and evaluate the trade. So, over the last 20 years, tech giants and card networks spent billions on a single mission: to completely numb that pain receptor. Tap to pay, Apple Pay, one-click checkout, Face ID confirmation. The physical friction of spending money dropped to absolute zero. When spending feels like nothing, you spend 80% more. The pain is gone, until the bill arrives 30 days later. Once friction died, corporations changed the fundamental definition of commerce. They stopped selling products and started renting your life. Software, music, gym memberships, cloud storage, even heated car seats. Everything became a recurring monthly drain. When surveyed, the average consumer guesses they spend $86 a month on active subscriptions. The actual number? $219. That is a $133 monthly blind spot evaporating quietly from your account. Companies call this inertia revenue. They know that once a credit card is saved on file, human psychology makes cancellation feel like hard work. You aren't paying for things you use. You are paying a tax on human forgetfulness. But the cleverest invention in modern retail is buy now, pay later. $100 jacket sounds expensive, but 4 easy payments of $25? Your brain processes that as pocket change. Fintech platforms engineered these micro-installments specifically to bypass your cognitive defense mechanisms. Because these split payments traditionally avoided credit bureau reporting, consumers opened multiple lines simultaneously across 5 different apps. Suddenly, a 24-year-old with 0 credit card debt owes $4,000 across 8 invisible repayment schedules. It is subprime lending repackaged in pastel colors and friendly mobile apps. The final layer of the trap is dynamic and drip pricing. When you open a food delivery app, the menu price is already marked up 15 to 30% above the restaurant's walk-in cost. Then come the delivery fees, service fees, regulatory recovery fees, and tips, layered step by step at the final checkout screen. By the time you see the total is double the food's value, your brain has already committed to the meal. Backing out feels like a loss. Algorithms test your individual willingness to pay in real time, shifting prices based on your battery level, location, and past urgency. The price tag is no longer fixed. It is an optimized calculation of how much money can be extracted before you abandon your cart. When you add up frictionless taps, zombie subscriptions, micro-installments, and algorithmic markups, the mystery disappears. You aren't failing because you bought too many coffees. You are swimming against a financial system engineered to remove your willpower. Beating this machine doesn't require complex spreadsheets. It requires deliberately rebuilding friction into your life. Unlink saved cards from browsers. Delete one-click shopping apps. Set a 7-day waiting rule on non-essential purchases. And once every quarter, audit your bank statement for zombie subscriptions draining your future in the background. The system was built to make spending invisible. The moment you make it visible again, the trap loses its power. Because at the end of the day, where your money sits determines who gets wealthy, you or the architecture extracting it. Next, the secret credit card points cartel and who actually pays for your free first-class flights.